right, so a very warm welcome to our Break 80 course. Now, for some of you, this has been the plan or the goal for a long time. For others, just lately, you want to get below that 80 number. How can I shoot in the 70s? Now, when first people start looking at those targets for shooting lower scores, they really just feel they need to get their overall game better, right? So I need to hit the ball better. But what we want to do in this course is really target where you need to improve at home. So each person individually, how can we get you to that magic number of breaking 80? Well, for some, it might be improved putting. For some, it might be improve your driving distance, and for others, it might be more greens in regulation. We really don't know, but what we want to do is not say to everybody, all right, you all need to get better at everything. Definitely that is a possibility or something that we can look into, but let's just kind of focus on breaking that 80 number. How do we do that? So what we do is we kind of look at stats, right? And that really guides us in terms of what might a regular player shoot, or what might a regular player do who shoots 78, 77 all the time. And really when we look closely at it, they hit about 43% of their fairways, right? They average about 240 yards off the tee. In terms of greens hit, they hit about 40% of their greens. And then in terms of up and downs, they get up and down about 40%. When we look at putting, they have about 12 two putts per round, maybe about 4 one putts, and they average just slightly over 3 three putts. So it's not a crazy achievement when we look at those stats in terms of what we want to do. What's really important is we take those stats, really compare them to where we are now, or where each of you individually are now, and then how can we get there. So really that's what this course is really based on. It's based on looking at each individual aspect of your game. So your driving, okay, your greens in regulation, your chipping or short game, and your putting, and what do we need to achieve stats wise or performance level wise to really get you into those 70 numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the driving side of things. We're going to look at the aspect of distance. So we said about 240 yards. We're going to look at that a little bit closer, and we're going to look at the driver dispersion. So making sure we're putting in play and not getting any of those penalty shots. But again, as we look at this, for every player, for each of you individually, the important thing is to assess where you are now in relevance to the performance data that we have. Where do we need to improve, and where are we doing really well that we want to make sure we maintain as we go along. So hopefully that's clear to all of you. I hope you really enjoy the course. Let's go into the first section, and as I said, that's going to be on driving the golf ball.